Y'all, this episode of Catfish was definitely one for the record books. I mean, homegirl had a whole ass goddamn system going on out here, how she was catfishing folks. Y'all, it just didn't make no damn sense. What's going on, y'all? It's your favorite Auntie MoMo. We are back again for another episode review of Catfish, y'all. This is season 8, episode 22. Jeanette, Kiara, and Patrick. Before we get into this review, I want to send a very special shout out and thank you to the members of my channel. All of my newest members, thank you so much. I have their information down in my description box below. Some of these ladies have channels as well. Please do me a favor and check them out. Subscribe to their IGs and all of that as well. Also in the description box below is a lot of black girl magic. Folks that's selling stuff. I be hooking it up. I'm the plug. I'm trying to tell y'all better check out that description box. I got some fly stuff down there for you. And the holidays is coming up. You better tell me Auntie Mo sent you. Y'all, this episode of Catfish was a hot damn mess. Homegirl, when I tell you she the queen of catfishing, she been catfishing bitches since bitches was catfishing bitches and they was out here catfishing bitches. I mean, if you ain't got you something to drink on, smoke on, puff on, whatever you got to do, I'm going to give you a minute so you can go ahead and go get that done. Okay, your minute is up. Y'all, I'm telling you, I don't want to waste no more time on this because hopefully I don't make this review too long. This episode was an hour and a half long because it was a lot of hour and a half bullshit that went on with it. So hopefully y'all are ready for this review because I'm ready to give it to you. So baby, strap on your seatbelts and let's get right on up into it. All right, y'all gonna see me looking down at my notes a lot because it was a lot that went on and I don't remember none of it, okay? So look here. Neve and Cammy end up getting an email from Jeanette, right? Jeanette is 28 years old. She has a cousin, Kiara. Her cousin, Kiara, has been talking to this chick named Gabby, right? Now, in the midst of Kiara and Gabby talking, Gabby suggested that Jeanette holler at her cousin, Patrick. Patrick is 35 years old. He's a military man, and he's also an FBI agent. He just told her that off the rip. He's an FBI agent. I'm like, oh, word? I thought FBI folk was like Fight Club. Number one rule of Fight Club, bitch, ain't no Fight Club. Number one rule of FBI, bitch, I'm not no agent. I'm not undercover. What is you talking about? But, you know what I'm saying? He went on ahead and put it out there like that. I guess, you know, he just felt like it's something in you I can trust. I can let you know I'm an FBI agent. I said, oh, bitch, if that wasn't number one flag right there, I don't know what the hell was. But now she says that they spoke mostly through DMs, that Patrick is always complaining about his phone being broken. That's why they never really talked on the phone and never video chatted. And nigga, you an FBI agent. You can't hack into somebody's doggone iPhone while they own it in the midst of them having a conversation and then bing dong, me and you was talking on the FaceTime or something like that. That don't make no sense. What kind of whack ass FBI agent are you? I'm just saying. Jeanette said one day Kiara and Gabby got into an argument, right? Kiara said she found a bunch of stuff in Gabby's phone about Patrick. She let Jeanette know Patrick ain't real. I think Gabby been catfishing you. Whoop-de-whoop, yada, yada, yada. But for whatever reason, Kiara still has feelings for Gabby, and she just doesn't want to let Gabby go. Now, Jeanette said, look here, this is why I need, you know, you and Cammy to step in to let my kinfolk know this bitch Gabby that she fucking with is crazy as hell. She done already set up there and catfish me for no doggone reason, but my cousin still want to holler at her. Can you niggas help me out? Now, when Neve and Cammy actually talked to Jeanette to get the rest of the tea, right? Now, Jeanette says that it was Gabby's idea from the get-go to hook her up with this guy named Patrick. She didn't understand what the point of it was in the first place, but it was Gabby's idea for her to talk to Patrick. Now, Jeanette says that Kiara and Gabby had got to an argument one night because I guess Kiara was having trust issues with Gabby. After they got into it, Kiara went through Gabby's phone. That's when she seen all of these pictures and all of this stuff about Patrick and his IG. That's when she ended up reaching out to Jeanette and told Jeanette, I think that Gabby has been catfishing you this whole time, pretending to be Patrick. Now, she says they asked Gabby about it. Gabby completely denied everything. Jeanette ended up going searching, finding the real guy that was in the pictures. She ended up showing Gabby everything. And so Gabby then finally admits that she was lying about being this guy Patrick the whole time. Which again, there was no rhyme or reason for her to do that. It was just weird as hell. And she claims that she was covering for somebody else, but they don't know who the hell she was covering for, and she never said who the hell she was covering for. It was just real weird. It didn't make any sense whatsoever. And Kiara doesn't see that this chick Gabby is crazy. She still wants to forgive her. Hopefully, maybe, you know, something, she has some kind of rhyme or reason why the hell she catfished her cousin. Which, to me, I'm sorry. Bitch, you done catfished my cousin. We ain't got nothing else to talk about. And you ain't have no reason to do it in the first damn place. That's crazy. Neve and Cammy investigate, right? They start with the fake Patrick's IG. They see that some girl had posted on his IG page, right? So Neve and Cammy figure, okay, does this girl know that this is actually a fake Patrick? It's not the real person. So Neve and Cammy end up reaching out to that girl, sending her a message. Meanwhile, they send the real guy. His name is Johnny T. They end up sending him a message, basically hollering at him like, look here, I need you to holler back at us because we filming an episode of Catfish involving your ass that you might want to know about. Holler back and let a nigga know what's good. They end up searching the phone number, nothing from that. They end up searching Gabby's IG, it's private. They end up searching her Facebook, and she hadn't used that in a while, so it wasn't really a whole lot to go off on that. They end up searching Gabby's name on the internet, just a Google search. Child, they end up finding out a whole bunch of shit on her. Come to find out, Gabby has catfished dozens of different people all in New York. The shit dates back all the way to like 2012, Black Planet goddamn days. The bitch been catfishing people. There's a whole Tumblr thread on her with dozens of different people that this bitch has been catfishing for years. I mean, some of the stories are similar. Like, I was talking to Gabby, and then she claimed that I was talking to her cousin, and then her cousin ended up having something. Girl, the bitch been catfishing since been fucking catfishing. So in the midst of them investigating, Neve ends up getting a message back from the girl that left the message on Patrick, the fake page, right? Now, she says that she knows Patrick. Her and her husband are all internet friends with Patrick. She says that they've been friends with him for about 4 years. They've developed a real close friendship, right? So at this point, Neve is like, okay, well, how about you go ahead and hop on this Zoom call so we can get some OT about your homeboy Patrick or whatnot, right? So this girl says that she and her husband ended up meeting Patrick in a beards and tattoos chat room, that, you know, she seen that he was in the military, that, you know, she like left him a message and was like, thanks for your service, and they end up, you know, growing a friendship from there. Strictly platonic, you know, wasn't no freaky deaky threesome type, nothing going on. They were just all friends, you know, they just developed this fucking friendship or whatever, right? So she says that Gabby ended up actually reaching out to them herself. She said that she was Patrick's cousin. Patrick had ended up getting into a car wreck, and so she wanted to reach out to them to let them know that Patrick was doing fine, that he was doing okay. Like, just a normal friendship, right? Like, wasn't nothing wrong. Now, the girl says that both Patrick and his cousin Gabby, they both have this really thick Hungarian accent, right? Now, Neve ends up breaking the tea down to homegirl and her husband, like, look here, ain't no Patrick, bitch. You been sitting up here talking to this bitch Gabby the whole damn time. She crazy than the motherfucker. I don't know why she did that. Now, Neve asked the homegirl that, you know, he was on the phone with, or Zoom call, what's the phone number that you have for Patrick that you've been talking to? They end up searching the phone number. Bitch, the phone number end up registering back to Gabby. So they've been talking with Gabby this whole damn time. But they were like, no, because we talked to Patrick and he got this really thick ass Hungarian accent. So now Neve and Cammy, they all like, what the fuck? They thinking, okay, what if this bitch Gabby is putting on this fake ass Hungarian accent so she can talk to people? But then again, at the same time, what is the point of you doing it in the first place? Like with the cousin, Jeanette, you didn't have no reason to do that, but you catfish her. And then now with this couple, you ain't even on no freaky deaky shit. You just friends with them and you catfishing them. It's just fucking crazy. Now, the next day, they end up reaching out to this other chick that's one of the bloggers on Tumblr. I believe her name was Brittany, right? Now, they sent her a message off the rip when Neve was like, you know, I'm filming an episode of Catfish. You know, we wanted to see if you can answer a few questions for us. Off the rip, she was like, oh, is this about Gabby? Oh, bitch, you better hurry up and call me. I've been waiting to let somebody know about her motherfucking ass. Baby, she hops on a Zoom call and gives them all the tea. She says that her best friend Miranda actually worked at the bar with Gabby. Gabby somehow ended up convincing her best friend Miranda to move in together, and that after they moved in together, Gabby started to get possessive, like real on some single white female type shit. Didn't want her hanging out with nobody else but her, would get upset if other people came around and would try to chill. Girl, the best friend Miranda ended up hitting up Brittany a couple of times. It's like, look here, this bitch Gabby done fell asleep in my bed. This bitch got her own motherfucking bed. Why is this bitch sleeping in my goddamn bed? Later on, the BFF says that she started dating this guy named Chris that was Gabby's cousin. Now, Miranda claimed that she never met up with Chris because Chris claimed he was a CIA agent. Bitch working undercover, working these big cases, that he could never meet up with her. But the cousin could meet up with her instead. It was just on some old weird ass shit, right? Now, Miranda claims that she's talked with Gabby's brother on the phone before, and he's got this thick ass Hungarian accent, which even Kimmy was like, okay, so it must be this bitch that's faking with these Hungarian accents while she's calling everybody. Girl, it was on some I told you, you need you one of these in your goddamn life. The shit is confusing me as I'm saying it back to you. So before Brittany gets off the Zoom call with Neve and Cammy, she tells him that you need to holler at this other chick. Her name is Sam, because she was also dating Chris as well. And she got some shit that's even more crazier than what my BFF Miranda went through with Gabby and her goddamn crazy ass. So Neve and Cammy's like, bitch, how much more crazy do we get than this? The bitch has already been catfishing since been fishing and catfishing. What this bitch doing? So they end up reaching out to Samantha. Samantha ends up getting on the Zoom with them, and bitch, she gives them even more tea. She says that she met this guy named Christian in 2014. They exchanged photos, you know, when she got to drinking a little wine, you know, she started showing him pictures of that WAP. They was, you know, exchanging pictures of each other and shit, right? Now, Christian told her that he could never meet up with her, but she could meet up with his friend Gabby instead. And she was like, nigga, what the fuck do I want to meet up with Gabby for? I'm showing pictures of this WAP to you. What the fuck do I want to meet up with Gabby for? That didn't make no damn sense. So she says she didn't end up meeting up with Gabby, but finally she talked to Christian on the phone, and when she talked to Christian on the phone, the picture didn't match the accent. You wanna know why, right? Bitch, because the picture was of this little ointy little white dude. The voice is of this thick ass Hungarian dude. So she like, okay, what the fuck is going on? So she told him, nigga, I don't believe who the hell you say you is, because your picture don't match your voice. What I need you to do is take a picture of holding up this card with my name or whatever on it and send it to me. Bitch, lo and behold, she ended up getting the picture. He's holding up a picture and a card with like this little saying on it that he ends up sending to her. She gets it, but she's still suspicious as hell. She was like, okay, he sent this shit to me, but the voice and the picture still don't goddamn add up. Girl, so she ended up searching the dude's picture. Come to find out, he was fake. And, you know, she was like, you know, fuck it, I'm done with this online dating, whoop-de-whoop, yada, yada, yada. You know, I'm done with it, right? Shortly later, about a month later, she ends up getting another DM from this BMX biker named Patrick. Her and Patrick started talking. She was skeptical about him. So she told Patrick, I need you to make me a video, and I need you to say this specifically to me, because the bitch just got catfished not too long ago, and I'm not finna go through that same bullshit again. Child, a little bit of time passed. This nigga that she talking to ends up actually sending her a video saying the speech that she wanted him to say. So she was like, you know, okay, she thinking that this motherfucker is for real. So she ends up searching Facebook for this guy, the BMX biker Patrick. Girl, she ended up finding his ass on Facebook, asked him, had they been talking, were you really the guy that sent me the videos, this, that, and the other? He says he don't know nothing about her, that he's an actor, and that this lady actually reached out to him on doing this acting role and said, I need you to recite this line for me and send me a video of you saying this. So this bitch Gabby, with her genius ass, pretended to be an acting agent, reached out to the motherfucker she was claiming to be, saying that I need you to say these goddamn shits on this video. Send this to me. She gets the video, sends the video to this goddamn bitch Samantha. Fucking genius. But lo and behold, Samantha was like, no, bitch, you got me last time. You're not finna give me again. And Sam ended up finding out. This bitch, I mean, this bitch is a motherfucking genius. We needed her ass to find goddamn Bin Laden, bitch. She could have found that nigga a long time ago. So the next day, they end up hollering at Jeanette and Kiara about Gabby, giving her the whole rundown. They shook as fuck. Okay? In the midst of Neve and Cammy giving Jeanette and Kiara the rundown of what's going on, the nigga Johnny, who's the picture of Patrick she been using, he ends up hitting them back. He joins the Zoom call as well. He don't know what the fuck is going on. Come to find out, this nigga say somebody had hit him up about doing some acting stuff and needed him to recite some shit. And so that's as far as he's done before. So they figured, because he didn't say exactly what the woman wanted him to say, whoop-de-whoop, they figured that this bitch Gabby, them photoshopped his shit some kind of goddamn way to say what she needed it to say. And that's what she said to homegirl. I mean, the bitch is a motherfucking genius. This bitch is gold. So then you say, fuck it. You know what I'm saying, Kiara? You need to go ahead and holler at Gabby, let Gabby know. Because see, Kiara ain't talked to Gabby since she went through Gabby's phone and she seen that Gabby was catfishing her cousin, right? She mad at her and, you know, she want to be back with her, but she ain't talked to the bitch. She like, nope, I ain't gonna let her get me like that, right? So Neve is like, go ahead and holler at Gabby and let her know that, you know, she needs to go ahead and join this Zoom so she can confess to everything that she's been doing. Now, when Kiara first hollered at Gabby and was like, look here, I need you to get on this Zoom, Gabby was like, nah, who all you got on now? I don't trust them hoes. She was like, look here, if you love me, if you riding, if you never ever leave my motherfucking side, I need you to go ahead and hop on this goddamn Zoom so I can let you know what I'm saying, so you can confess to what the hell you've been doing. So she gets on a Zoom call. It's Neve, Cammy, Jeanette, and Kiara, right? Gabby hops on a Zoom. Now, Neve tries to give her ass the opportunity, like, look here, okay, you obviously know Kiara. You know Jeanette. We already know that you've been catfishing Jeanette. Is it anything else that you want to get out here and confess to what the hell you've been doing? Because, bitch, we already know you ain't new to this. You true to this. Bitch, what's good? Now, at first, she claims that she only created Patrick to validate her dating Kiara, because nobody knew about her being with Kiara. So she claims she created Patrick as her cousin so that Kiara would feel like, okay, other people know about her dating Kiara. They was like, bitch, no, because we know that you've been doing this shit before. Now, at first she claimed that, you know, she only did it this one time, whoop-de-whoop, yada, yada, yada. Once they started to come out with more fucking evidence to her goddamn ass, then she admitted that she had only did it one other time. And even Cammy's like, bitch, no. Tell the truth, shame the devil hole. You been doing this shit. Now, she don't admit to doing nothing else. She claims she don't know nothing about nothing. If anybody else say that she knows something, that they motherfucking asses is lying. They ask her, okay, well, who is the voices of these Hungarian dudes that you've been having talk to these other bitches that you've been catfishing? She said, oh, they just been some random dudes. Bitch, each time, that don't make no damn sense. No, it's like they knew she was lying. She knew she was lying. She knew that they knew she was lying, but the bitch was gonna deny the shit till the motherfucking wheels fell off. I mean, the bitch had more excuses than a nigga going to jail. It was getting on my motherfucking nerves. It was getting on my goddamn nerves. So Neve and Cammy getting irritated with her ass. Neve ends up sending a message to the other two chicks, Sam and Brittany, let them know, like, look here, it's some shit going down on this Zoom call. Bitch claims she don't know who y'all are, claims she ain't never did this shit before. We need to go ahead and intervention this bitch. I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and hop on this Zoom, right? So once Neve gets Sam and Brittany in the Zoom, oh, Gabby shook as this fuck. She like, I'm sorry, I do not know these women. She claims she didn't know who the hell they was. Both Sam and Brittany both going off on her ass. They like, bitch, you ruined a lot of shit. You embarrassed me. You hurt my motherfucking feelings. You had me out here feeling some shit for a motherfucker that didn't even goddamn exist. Bitch, I'll fight you. Gabby's still in the back on her Trump shit, claiming she don't know shit. She done denied shit. She ain't did shit. She don't know nothing about shit, right? So as they're talking, Neve ends up getting Sam and Brittany off the call because, you know, they already said what they had to say. They pissed off at that bitch. Bitch, you kissed my ass. You know I did this other bullshit, right? Now, when they end up into the Zoom call, Sam still sends information to Neve about the old phone numbers and shit that Gabby used pretending to be Christian and these other guys, right? Now, as they're on the Zoom call, now by this time it's just Cammy, Neve, Kiara, and Gabby. Now, again, Gabby's claiming she don't know nothing about nothing. She ain't ever did nothing, whoop-de-whoop, yada, yada, yada. Now, as they're talking, Neve is researching the phone numbers that Sam done sent him. The phone numbers that he done researched, they done came back registered to old phone numbers that were actually registered to Gabby. So Neve is like, okay, bitch, hold on. Now, you claim you don't know nothing about none of this other bullshit. Are these not your old fucking phone numbers? She's like, yes, them are my numbers. And he's like, okay, well, bitch, this is the numbers that you was using talking to these other girls. So what do you claim you don't know nothing about them? What I think was, the bitch done been so knee deep in bullshit, goddamn catfishing people, she didn't realize half the people that she was goddamn catfishing. The bitch done forgot all about it. So finally, when Neve had some truth that he was breaking down, showing her ass, he was like, look here, bitch, we know your ass did this. Bitch, we know you did this. We know you've been doing all this goddamn shit. For what? For why though? So girl, finally, she started to slowly admit to, you know, being all these different people, catfishing all these people. She claims that, you know, in Hungary, wherever she, you know, wherever she grew up, that she couldn't be herself. She was always, you know, expected to live up to certain expectations. So, you know, being bisexual was something that wasn't going to be accepted, and she just didn't know how to express herself and be who she wanted to be. And so basically, she was trying to create a family with all these people that she was out there catfishing because she couldn't be herself and be comfortable with the family that she had. Girl, it was crazy. I'm sorry. I mean, it was sad. Yes, I get that you can't be who you want to be and all of that. But why go so far as to catfish like the couple? They didn't have shit to do with shit. You wasn't even on no freaky deaky shit with them, and you just catfished them. But bitch, for what? It didn't make no sense. No sense. I'm sorry. It didn't. There was no rhyme or reason. No excuse why her ass was out here catfishing people. It was just on some crazy shit. I'm sorry. It was just on some crazy shit. That's the only thing I can use to describe that. It was very weird. Now, in the end, that was finally enough for Kiara to see, looking, bitch, you crazy. I can't. So Kiara was like, look here, I'm going to go ahead, live my best life. You go ahead, live yours. I don't want nothing to do with you. So when they did a 2-month follow-up, you know, Jeanette, of course, she's there, you know, having her cousins back because her cousin is heartbroken, whatever. She done have to let Gabby ass go because Gabby was on some old weird scheming ass catfish and shit. And so, you know, Kiara's doing good, right? Jeanette still trying to find her little tenderoni, whatever. Jeanette, be careful because, you know, catfishing is real out here. Now, as far as Gabby goes, they tried to reach out to her to get a statement. She didn't want to say nothing. She mad. She in her feelings, whatever. Bitch, you the one out here catfishing people. You the one out here doing this weird shit. Like, there was no reason to it. I'm sorry. There was no reason to it. But y'all, that was the end of the episode right there. It was just a bunch of catfishing for no goddamn reason. There was no for real, and been doing the shit since back in 2012, girl. I posed as niggas on Black Planet, girl. Girl. Just fucking weird. Look, if it was anything that I missed, y'all already know. Drop it down below and let me know. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And your Auntie Mo will see y'all in the next video. Peace out.